I just bought the most expensive disc you can buy on the market, and it's not even PDGA legal. And I know what you're thinking, it's probably some collector disc. Well, no, that's not true. You can buy this brand new right now on the website. At $436 Canadian, this thing's no joke. But it's pretty much guaranteed to make you a better player, so I think it's worth it. If you haven't guessed by now, I'm talking about the TechDisc. It's a powerful training tool with a sensor attached to the disc telling you 6 different metrics. It'll measure and display forces including speed, spin, and wobble, and angles such as nose, hyzer, and launch. In this video, I'm going to open up a TechDisc, show you what it's all about, get it set up, and take it on its very first throws. I'll also get into why I bought it, why I think other people should think about it, and speak to whether or not it's actually a worthwhile investment. But first, I just want to make a special shout out. Thank you so much, everybody. We have over 500 subscribers now on YouTube. Things are blowing up. I'm loving all the likes. I'm loving all the views. If you're liking all this content, make sure you like and subscribe so that it tells me what everybody's interested in. And as always, I really appreciate all this love. Okay, so opening up the box, the very first thing you're going to see is this protective ring. All that it's doing is protecting this very special sensor that sits on the back of the disc. That's it. That's the $430 part. Well, maybe $410 if you consider the cost of the disc. It also comes with a USB-C charging cable, a sticker, and a quick start guide. And guys, getting started is super simple. All you have to do is download the app, turn on the TechDisc by pressing the blue power button until the light goes green, and then getting some throws in so that it can calibrate the disc. Once you're set up, you just throw it and it automatically relays that information onto the screen in front of you. I got this beautiful Innova driver mold, which is a Halo Star Destroyer, which is perfect because I want to work on my drives and my form, which is the whole purpose of me getting this TechDisc to begin with. The very first thing that I want to see though is how much does this thing weigh? So as you can see, I have my little food scale here, so let's put this on and just see how much this disc weighs, because obviously this little thing right here is blocking what would normally tell me how much it weighs. 172, so pretty much perfect. That's pretty much max weight. It's kind of, 173. So it is max weight. That's exactly what I wanted, because that'll tell me the same numbers that I want for my full weight max distance discs. So I slowed these videos down so I could get a better look at my form, but these are my very first throws with the TechDisc. You're going to see the stats pop up on the bottom here, but what I really want you to notice is in the top left corner is speed, and then in the middle bottom row, it's nose. In particular, that nose angle is something that should probably be between -4 and -7, and we're seeing it in the positives between +3 to +7. So now that we've calibrated the disc, we've thrown a couple of throws, we can start to see some of the data that's scrolling through. Seems like I'm hovering around that 50 mph arm speed, around 1000 RPM, but what's really concerning is that nose angle is atrocious. We should be looking at -4 to -7 as kind of the goals to get to. Right now, I'm more like +4 to +7. So that's definitely something that I need to work on. Now that was kind of the whole reason of me getting this TechDisc to begin with. I knew that my form wasn't perfect, and when I'm throwing out in a field, I can tell when I'm throwing nose up, but it doesn't give me instant feedback that I can see visually with a slow-mo camera, kind of like what I'm doing with this. The TechDisc will respond pretty much instantaneously and tell me exactly what I'm doing right or wrong in the sense of the certain metrics that it can measure. So with nose angle, I'm going to be able to make a real-time correction and then see what that effect has on the numbers. After looking at this data, it looks like there's a couple of things that I can improve on. Of course, nose angle, number 1. Number 2 is going to be arm speed, and then number 3 is going to be just my form in general. I really am not liking how it's looking, so I've got a lot of work to do. Be on the lookout for a new series coming out called Form Work Fridays, where I'm going to be focusing solely on my form, getting it ready for the new season in 2025. This is going to be another weekly series, probably long form content, because I just have way too much to say about improvements on my game. I also think it'd be very valuable content for others like yourself that are watching this channel and learning and growing with me. Now, do I think everyone should be going out there and buying a TechDisc? Absolutely not. At $430 Canadian, that's an insane price to pay for really a toy. Now, if you're very focused on improving your game, especially your form, this might be an investment that you might make. Also, if you have extra $400 laying around, by all means, buy this toy. It's so much fun. But for me, because I'm running events, running leagues, and running clinics, it kind of just makes sense to have one. It allows me to showcase the data and also the improvements kind of before and after these different events that I'm running. But of course, for the average golfer, I mean, unless you're going to use it for very specific purposes, I don't think it's actually worth it. In fact, it would make more sense for you just to spend the time throwing into a net to improve your game. That's it for this unboxing and my first throws with it. I can't wait to dive into all these different metrics. I am such a nerd when it comes to these types of facts and analyzing my form, so I'm really going to enjoy these Formwork Friday sessions that are coming up. Make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of those videos. Thanks for tuning in. 2025 is going to be a crazy year for content for me, so make sure you're on the lookout. I appreciate all the love, and as always, get out and throw.